Hi, I'm Michelle from the Automotive Training Centre. Please join us in conversation.
Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force. I want to tell you, it's an absolute pleasure to be here at the Automotive Training Centre in beautiful Surrey, British Columbia. I've had the pleasure of talking to students. I've had the pleasure of talking to faculty here, and everybody here understands the importance of focused education, education that leads to a result, and that result is a job. And when that job happens, the economy grows. They understand what they're providing to the broader ecosystem in Canada right now, and they get it, and they're all leaning into it. And it's such a pleasure to have Dean on the show. So Dean, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what your role is here with the Automotive Training Centre?
Well, I started the centre about 35 years ago, actually, Al, and we've just been excited to provide relevant, practical training to young people interested in getting into the automotive trade.
Relevant, practical training, right? And constantly evolving to meet the needs of industry, of the community around you. Talk to me about the importance of meeting that need.
Well, as you know, particularly in automotive, there's an evolving technology. And so we've gone from gas engines to hybrid, to electric vehicles, and all of those components are included in our program. So we make sure that things are relevant and up to date and current for our trade students so that they can go out into the world, in the automotive world, and be a success.
You know, Dean, I've had the pleasure of being at your other programs as well across the country, and there's one thing that jumps off the page for me, and that is the level of experience that your instructors have. They bring a level of experience in their fields, it's unbelievable. But they're able to sort of transform their experience into confidence in their students. I mean, that's not done everywhere else, right?
No.
That's how you're so successful. Talk to me about the importance of bringing those experienced people into the conversation.
Well, they're the only kind of instructors we'll have here. So if you're not a trade certified, well experienced person in the business, you can't even talk to us about an instructing role. So we start there, and then we need people with heart that want to share all of this knowledge with our students. And they do a great job of that. And I think as a school, we're able to do that in a way that it's different than the public institution. We're more personal, we're more individual. There's never more than 100 students in our schools at a given time, so we get to know everybody and who they are, and if they need a particular aspect or some support or help, the instructor can see that and help them along. Those are the kind of things that make a huge difference to the success of our people here.
You use the word there, a more personal approach. You know, I've talked to a lot of your students, and they're not all coming from the same background. They come from all walks of life, and they've all had different experiences in their life before they arrived at your doorsteps. And your instructors somehow seem to manage all of that.
Yes.
They seem to take all of these life experiences, accept them all in, and learn together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, that shows the depth of commitment. And we see people from all cultures and languages, and we work with them. Another reason that we can help in people with English as a second language is our program in the trades includes a computer-based animation delivery. So it's not all about reading a textbook. We've got the support of modern technology so that people can see how a brake system is constructed or how electricity is produced and how it flows through the circuits and so on. So, we're using the best that's available in the world today to help support people where they are, and so that they can learn rapidly.
And wraparound services too. Like, you have a team here that break down the barriers to sort of entry to learning, whether that's a financial barrier, so whatever people have in their mind, real or perceived, that would stop them from learning. Your team is able to help them say, okay, settle down. Let's get you in this. Let's get you in this learning mode and make it easy to access. Talk to me about the importance of that wraparound service.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly work hard to work with them at the beginning of the program, before they enroll, help them with financing. In some cases, there's government financing, sometimes there's sponsorship. Often they're having to do it on their own privately. And, all forms of financing we work with people on. And then, like I say, we support them fully all the way through, whether that's student services or financial aid or placement after they've completed the program. Yep. So that's another aspect. I mean, we're so confident in our ability to help a student through the program and succeed in the trade that we offer complete tuition refund if they're not successful getting a job after they graduate here.
And that's really how you're measured, right? Is do they get jobs out the other end? I mean, I'm looking at some numbers here on the bill. I mean, they're all getting jobs.
They are.
And good paying jobs.
They are good paying jobs. I mean, the demand out there today in the industry is tremendous. And, the automotive trade is key and stable too. Mm-hmm. It's not one of those businesses that runs up and down. It's steady. Everybody needs a car. Right. They need it repaired. And so we're there to provide students and people interested in doing that.
And not only are you feeding into the sector as it stands right now, but a lot of these students have this desire to start their own shop, their own, and it's those small businesses that cause this country to grow and become so prosperous. You're a part of that. How does that feel?
Yeah, we are. Well, I mean, that's the best part of it.
Right.
When you graduate people from a school and see them go on and make something of themselves in their business, in their career life, and in their family life. And, we have them come back and talk to us about that and share that with us. So that's the most rewarding part of the whole thing.
The regulated colleges, they have such an important place in the education system in Canada, and sometimes a little misunderstood. Not everybody quite understands exactly where they fit in. How would you define the regulated college system right now?
Well, it's a key element in the total aspect of the trades today. Sure, there's lots and lots of public institutions, but they've got their own challenges and their own bureaucracy to deal with. We're much later on our feet. We can turn on a dime, we can modify a program, we can introduce a new program and get that up and running and serve the needs of the economy and the industry and the people out there. So I think that's our biggest edge. And as I said at the beginning, the personal aspect of it, to see people get out there and succeed.
And an exciting time for people that are looking at these colleges right now, because if you look at the direction the country's going, there's a great need for skilled trades right now.
There is, and it's funny that we're all talking about that now in the last couple of years, but we've been doing that for 35 years.
Right.
And we've seen that need, and we've seen it grow, of course, over time. But it's taken a while for everybody to wake up to this fact.
Yeah. Dean, I really appreciate what you're doing and what you're adding to the country holistically with these incredible programs that you offer. All of this stuff doesn't happen without a solid hand on the tiller, and thank you very much for the leadership that you're providing to your wonderful team and the education that you're providing to these students. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Thanks very much for talking.
Thank you for joining us. To learn more, go to automotivetrainingcenter.com.